reached the end of our January classes. This is a time, just a very short video for us to share, recap on what we had looked at, what we thought at in the classes. So the theme was the Vayus, and one in particular, the Vayus meaning vital winds in the body, and it's about the movement and direction that the breath and the energy that is drawn in with the breath where it moves in the body. So we looked at the middle one, which was the Samana breath. It really focused all around the navel area, that's where you experience it. And it's a little bit about in between the inhale and the exhale, that bit in the middle. So with that area, it associates with digestion, that place, but not just how we digest food, how we digest everything, whether it's yoga poses, whether it's experiences we're having in life, whether it's thoughts, it's a place where we find a place to digest. So how did we look at this in class? We looked at some nice simple breathing exercises at the beginning of the classes, and we all did this, where we focused on breathing into the torso. And we tried to breathe in, not just to the front of the torso. With that inhale, we breathed into the front, the sides, and the back to feel a nice expanding. And then with the exhale, we could focus on maybe sending that exhale, distributing the energy out, or we could focus it on, imagine that you had a little ball of light or fire around the navel area, and then every exhale that you took, you feel that energy just growing, just intensifying in strength. We looked also at another breathing practice, the Kapalabhati breathing, which is quite a strong one. And if you're unfamiliar to it, don't worry, it takes time and getting used to this one. It is quite strong. And it's the one where we focused on a forceful exhale, where we drew the navel in, and a nice passive inhale. So you can start off nice and slow if you're practicing that and start to build up, so you speed it up. It's a good one. You feel the heat and the intensity of it quite quick, even after doing 1 or 2 minutes. So it is a really lovely one to practice, ideally in the morning and on an empty tummy. So you're all probably quite familiar now with the poses, the set of poses that we looked at, which were the 5 Tibetans. And I chose to look at these because I think it really, really did take the focus on the breath, but also all these poses stimulated and activated the front of the body, especially the navel area. So we kind of modified them a bit. We kind of called them the 4 Tibetans because we didn't do the first one, which is a spinning around on the spot. It didn't seem appropriate, and most of you did agree with me on that one. So we looked at it. The second one was where we laid down and we lifted up our legs and our head, or one leg, and then we lowered back down, and we could repeat that a number of times. The next one that we looked at was the third one, and it was a little bit like Ustrasana, so a bit of a back bend, not as far, where you again focus on the navel area. When you came to the exhale, you was more uplifted. Then we focused on the fourth one, which was quite a strong one for the wrists. It's the reverse tabletop, where we lifted up and come back down. The very last one was the downward dog to upward dog. Again, another quite strong one on the back, on the wrists. And we can modify with these. If you're quite new to the practice, then just take it quite gentle, modify. If it's something that you like, then you just build up on them as you start to get a little bit of strength in the body. So hopefully you enjoyed looking at the 5 Tibetans. We will leave it there for them just for the January. So we might look at them again, you might crop up into another month. Maybe we'll look at one pose, but for now we'll leave them where they are. So I really did hope that you got something from those classes. You had a little bit more of an understanding of the front of the body and how we can use the breath, how we can use our poses, how we can use our focus and our attention on just thinking about the navel area. See you soon.